No one talks about the pets that you guys have when you guys were together. No one talks about the bond that you have with their pets or the pets that you guys both got while you were together. Those pets that at first you didn't know nothing about them and later they became your whole life. The pets that you had a routine with day and night. You can get rid of the relationship and you can be done with it and you can move on. But one thing that will always ache you the most is when you don't have those pets anymore because they did nothing wrong and the only love that you had from them was just pure. And unfortunately, it's gone. It's hard to grasp that. And I've had that for the entirety of last year and even to today. I can feel it. And talking about this is going to be hard because no matter what, I will be able to move on from this person that I once loved, but I don't think I could ever really move on from those pets that meant the world to me at one point. That I would go to the ends of the earth because they were also mine as they were theirs. One thing I vividly remember, and I think it was this month last year, was one of the cats that me and my past partner shared went missing, and for I think 2 weeks straight, it was just hard for me because I it felt like I lost a part of my life, and I did for a little bit until we found them, and I remember bringing him home and just crying because I missed him. I remember the last goodbye that I said to my partner. I remember saying goodbye to those cats longer than I could ever imagine. It was the day that she was going to move out of our apartment and the day that we both decided to move out, actually. Then this was probably a couple days before the lease ended. And I just remember that after I said my last goodbye to her, I went down to her car. And while the cats were in there, I kept petting them and I kept saying goodbye to them and kissing them. And I just remember saying to them, I spent so much time looking for you guys, and now I have to say goodbye again. And what's hard is as you can move on from the person, but you can never really move on from the pets. I don't know how. I don't know how because they'll play back in your mind when you least expect it. Like today, I didn't expect this to happen, but they all those little fur balls came popping in my head, and part of me misses them. But I know they're okay, and that's what I'm happy about. Is that if I know that they're safe, then I'm fine. Ah, right now I'm having this like tight neck feeling. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. I've seen the picture scroll like passed around. Someone can probably leave that below, but it's a different type of pain because they don't know what's going on. One day you're here and the next you're gone. One day you're their favorite person and the next thing they know is where is that person? Where is she? Where is he? Why is he gone? Why is she gone? Where did they go? And as time goes on, they'll never get the answer to that question. And as time went on for me, from moving on from this person that I was in love with, there was only one thought that kept popping in my head, as well as the fact that part of me still just wishes I could see those cats again. But I don't know if that would do more harm rather than good. And that's hard. And I know some people could say you could get another cat. And that is what I plan on doing this year. I want to get my own little cats, but no matter what, it'll always be hard because it's like they're no longer part of your life. They're gone forever. But they're not really gone. They're safe. They're okay for now, but it's like they're also just gone forever. I remember growing up, I had a stuffed animal of a cat. It was black and white, a tuxedo cat, and I would name it Kitty. And I played with every single day when I was a kid growing up. And when I finally met my past partner, it was like a shock to me because it was like the exact same thing I had growing up, the stuffed animal kitty, just in human form. His name was Pico, and gosh, was he a handful, but I don't know what it was with that cat, but a bond that I could never explain in words. You would just have to see it to believe it. I remember when I was working Amazon Flex, when I was doing that as a side gig, I would go out late at night, probably around 3 o'clock in the morning. I wouldn't come home till 6, and I would be staying up literally. But Pico would not go to sleep. He would stay up with me for a bit, and as soon as I left, he would not be in the bedroom with the other cats sleeping on the bed. Instead, he'd be in the living room just waiting. I remember one night specifically, I came home and he was just staring at the door. And he did that for like a week straight. And I remember when I came in and I sat down on the couch because I was just exhausted, he got down from his little cat tree and he just got on my lap. He wouldn't go to sleep unless I was there. But I will forever be grateful that those cats were a part of my life because I wouldn't trade that for the world. And I think that's one of the major reasons why I honor the past a lot is because, and the relationships that I've been in with people, because I've got to experience those good moments. And they ache, they hurt, but I still look at them as much as I can with a smile on my face, even though it hurts. And that's not to say I won't experience other good moments. There will be good moments to come. But sometimes those pure, innocent moments of just pure love with those pets that you called yours because they were, those moments are moments you should cherish forever, past, present, or future, because they mattered. They mattered to you. And truth be told, you mattered to them. It was three cats for me: Pico, Pax, and Miso. In ways, I would think of them as like my children because it was that during that time in my life, it was basically like a family that we had. You can move on from the person, not want anything to do with them, not have any emotions or love for that person that was once yours, that lover that you once had in your life. But there will always be some leftover emotion, leftover love, aches. It's going to hurt. Aches or pain for those pets, the dog or the cat, that you never really truly got to explain to them what was happening or say goodbye because they don't know. They couldn't know. All they know is that one day you were here and the next you were gone. That love will always hurt more than any other love I think you could experience. That love will always hurt to say goodbye to because as much as you want them to understand, as much as you want to make it easier for them, they're going to have to go through it themselves. It's a painful goodbye because you still love them. And chances are, if they probably saw you, those little pets saw you, that dog or that cat, chances are they'd still probably love you.